Dear students, now I welcome you to my English class. The topic is Village Song by Sarojini Naidu. You know, marriage is an important event in a person's life. Parents see their children happily married and settled. But in this poem, a young girl does not wish to get married. And what is her views? If we read this poem, we know this. So now let us come to the topic. Our poet Sarojini Naidu was a prolific writer, freedom fighter, and also a poet. She was born in Hyderabad on February 13th, 1879. She gave her literary career to join the freedom struggle led by Mahatma Gandhi. She was the first Indian woman to become the President of Indian National Congress and the first woman governor of Uttar Pradesh. She was popularly known as the Nightingale of India literary career. The poem Village Song appeared in her book titled The Golden Threshold. Swarnadwara, threshold, golden threshold, Swarnadwara, which was first published Dodo Press, London in 1905. She passed away in 1939. Let us know about the poem. What is the poem says? You know, our country, India, is a land of diversity. India has a long tradition of folk poetry. Folk poetry which has largely been oral, मौखिक. It deals with custom, pratha, custom. It deals with customs, belief, traditions, superstition, andhavishwas, simple joys and sorrows of people. This poem, folk poetry, deals with customs, belief, tradition, superstition, simple joys and sorrows of people, particularly those living in rural settings. Means it belongs to the life of rural people. These are treated with directness and simplicity. Folk poetry aims at presenting collective life, समष्टिगत जीवन. It was usually nurtured by wandering of minstrels. Minstrels. Minstrels means Charana Kavi. Hence, it was recitative. Ganokhyama means Gayanokhyama. जहाँ को गानो करा जाए. Folk lyrics do not make excessive demands upon the reader, and their simplicity, vocabulary, imagery काल्पनिकता एथिरे काल्पनिक भावधारा थाए imagery are drawn from everyday scenes and sights. प्रत्येक दैनंदिन जीवन रु यार काल्पनिक कथा को ग्रहण करा जाए. Sarojini Naidu has captured all these qualities, means the quality of simplicity, quality of vocabulary, and imaginary picture are has captured by Sarojini Naidu, and in her poems. In this poem are presented the voice of a mother. In this poem, village song, a mother pleading with her daughter. Wait for her betrothed. Wait for her lover to arrive. Bridegroom to arrive. Betrothed. Betrothed to arrive, and that of the daughter who wishes, but the daughter does not want to stay at home. She wishes to run off to the forest and remain a child. Means the daughter wants to remain unmarried forever. So let us see how and what is the poem says. Come to the text. Now let us read the poem. Honey child, whither are you going? Would you cast your jewels all to the breezes blowing? Would you leave the mother who on a golden grain has fed you? Would you grieve the lover who is riding forth to wed you? Mother mine, to the wild forest I am going, where upon the champa boughs the champa birds are blowing, to the quail-haunted river isles, where lotus lilies glisten, the voice of the fairy folk are calling me, oh, listen. Honey child, the world is full of pleasure, of bridal songs and cradle songs and sandal-scented leisure. Your bridal rose are in the loom, silver and saffron glowing. Your bridal cakes are on the hearth. Oh, whither are you going? The bridal songs and carol songs have cadences of sorrow. The laughter of the sun today, the wind of death tomorrow. Far sweeter sound the forest notes, where forest streams are falling. O mother mine, I cannot stay, the fairy fox are calling. Let us come to the first and discuss stanza by stanza. And look at the book and see first stanza. Honey child, whither are you going? Would you cast your jewels all to the breezes blowing? Would you leave the mother who on golden grains has fed you? Would you grieve the lover who is riding forth to wed you? Let us see some difficult words. Whither, where? Kyun thaku? Cast, throw फिंगिबा, jewels अलंकार समूह, bridges बहुथिबा पवन, golden grain delicious food स्वादिष्ट खाद्य, grief दुख, riding forth घोड़ा चढ़ी आगे आसवा. Honey child, whether are you going? Here you see there is a conversation between a mother and with a daughter. So first mother says to her daughter, honey child, means dear child, whether are you going? Where are you going? I say you before that the daughter wants to go to the forest to enjoy the beauty of nature. She does not want to marry and remain in the house. And also, so the mother requested her daughter to stay in the home and enjoy the beauties of the world. Mother says, dear child, where are you going? What are you doing? Would you cast your jewels all to the breezes blowing? There are so many jewels are prepared for you for your marriage ceremony. Would you cast your jewels all to the breezes blowing? Do you want to cast your jewels to the breezes blowing? तू कौन झीटी तू कौड़े जाऊँ जीवा चाहूँ तो पाए तैयारी होइतबा गहना को तू कौन पवन को फिंगी देबू? Would you leave the mother who on golden grain has fed you? Do you want to leave your mother? तू कौन चाहूँ तो माँ को छाड़ी के जीवो? Do you want to leave your mother? Would you like leave the mother who on golden grain has fed you? So mother says this. Would you grieve the lover who is riding forth to wed you? Mother also says to the daughter, will she want to grieve her lover who is riding forth to wed you? So mother requested his daughter to stay at home. The gist of this stanza, the mother addresses her sweet daughter and asks her where she is going. Will she throw away all her jewels into the blowing bridge? Will she leave her mother who has fed her on the golden grain that she brought her up with care? Will she break the heart of her lover who is coming on horseback to marry her? कि तू कौन चाहूचु ये संसार समस्त सुख को छाड़ी तू जंगल को चल जीवु तेरे तू कौन चाहूचु तो पाई तैयारी हेतिबा गहना को सब पवन को फिंगी दबु तू कौन चाहूचु तोर माँ जी तोते हेति समय धरी लालन पालन करी आनितला ताकू दुख दबु तो छाड़ी पळेबु एंड तू कौन चाहूचु तोर बीट्रूट तोर ब्राइड ग्रूम जे घोड़ा चढ़ी आसुची ताकू कौन तू दुखित करिबु? These things said by the mother to daughter and requested her to stay at home, not to go to the forest. Dear students, let us see the second stanza. Mother mine, to the wide forest I am going, whereupon the champa birds are blowing. To the coil-hunted river I sails, where lotus lilies glisten. The voices of fairy folk are calling me, O listen. In this stanza, you see some difficult words. Whereupon, in which forest? Boughs, branches, डाला उड़ीबा प्रे. Birds, काढ़ी. Blowing, blooming, प्रस्फुटित. Hunted, visit regularly, बारंबार जीवा आसिबा करिबा रिवर आइसल्स क्षुद्र द्वीपपुंज नदी मध्य थिबा क्षुद्र द्वीपपुंज ग्लिसिन शाइनिंग झलमल करिबा फेरी फॉग परिबा डॉक्टर answers to her mother, says to her mother, "Mother mine, I am going to the wild forest. Means I want to go to the wild forest to enjoy the beauties of nature. In this wild forest, whereupon champa boughs, the champa birds are blowing. In this wild forest, in the trees of champa, the champa birds are blooming, and in the river Isles, the quail hunted river Isles. In the river Isles, beautiful river Isles, the quails are hunted, visited regularly, and there lotus lilies, beautiful flowers like lotus and lilies are blooming there. Blooming means shining there. ସେମାନେ ଝଲମଲ ହେଉଛନ୍ତି. And to go that beautiful place, fairy fox are calling. fairy ମାନଙ୍କର ଦଳ ମୋତେ ଆହ୍ୱାନ କରୁଛନ୍ତି. ଝିଅ କହୁଛି ମା ମୁଁ ସେଇ ଜଙ୍ଗଲକୁ ଯିବାକୁ ଚାହୁଁଛି जो जंगल प्राकृतिक सौंदर्य परिपूर्ण जोठी चंपा गछर डाଳରେ चंपा फूल गुड़िक सुंदर भाव में चंपा कड़ी गुड़िक सुशोभित भाव में शोभा पाउछंती सेई नदीर गर्भरे थिबा दीपपुंज गुड़िकरे जोठी कोइली तार पुहुतान करुची बारंबार जीवा आसिबा करुची एंड टू एंजॉय दैट ब्यूटीज टू एंजॉय दैट ब्यूटीफुल सीन्स I want to go to that place. The fairies are also calling me to invites me to go that place and enjoy the beauties of nature. In these 4 lines, we came to know the daughter said her mother, "I am going to the wild forest." She determined to go away. She determined to go away instead of the request of her mother to the forest to enjoy the beauties of her nature. She would go away to that beautiful forest where sweet scented champa flowers are shining and the quails are visited regularly to that place. The quail is a singing bird which sings in this river Isles. Isles means Dipapunja Samuha. The fairies are calling to the daughter. So, in this 4 stanza, we know this instead of a request of our mother, the daughter determined to go away to the wild forest to enjoy the beauties of the nature of the wild forest. Dear students, now the first part of poem relation is now going to over. So you read this stanza, 2 stanzas, and try to understand and also does the exercise about it. Next we wait for the second part of this poetry. Thanks to all for watching my class, and also I advise you to read this poem vividly. It is a beautiful poem by Sarojini Naidu. Thanks to all again. Now the class is over.